Hi, so this is episode 3 of my series, How to Do It All. And this time I want to get into, there's one more thing I kind of want to get into before I really dive into the nitty gritty of how I get so much done each day. So, one subject that might have already occurred to you as you've been listening or watching through these is the rather ambitious title of this series, How to Do It All. Obviously that just sounds like a lot. So I want to establish why exactly you should be listening to me, because I'm sure you're wondering what qualifies me to talk about this. It's a valid question, completely. Most of you don't know me. Likely most of you have probably not even heard of me. I'm not famous, I'm not an influencer, except perhaps to my own kids, and I don't have a college degree even. So what reasons can I provide that what I have to say has value to you? I'm glad you asked. So there are 2 reasons that I think I may be able to help you cut through some of the haze in your life and accomplish more of the things that you actually want to be accomplishing. The first has already been established. I talked last episode about the fact that I get a lot done in my very full life. The second that I want to talk about in this episode is the fact that none of this comes naturally to me. This should give you hope if it doesn't come naturally to you either. And I'm going to assume it doesn't, because if you were a natural at being super productive and meeting all of your goals, you probably wouldn't be here watching this series. So I myself naturally very bad at time management. I'm not instinctively organized, and I tend to get very easily overwhelmed by big goals and by new things. I tend to let that sense of overwhelm really paralyze me. I spent years and years dreaming of writing a book, but I didn't have the discipline to follow through for a very long time, beyond just a handful of pages. I've always known the importance of taking time for prayer and for Bible reading in my day, but until the past couple of years, I was never faithful in that practice for more than a few months at most. I've always believed that having a neat and tidy house is important and valuable, but I always seem to be running behind, and the bathroom just never seemed to be clean, ever. So that is me in my natural state. And I wasn't lazy, I don't think. I didn't mind working. I just really struggled to maintain habits that would allow me to, as James Clear puts it in his book Atomic Habits, cast votes for the person that I truly want to be. I had the desire and even the willpower, but I just lacked the actual follow through. So that's the me that I used to be. And honestly, it still is me, in the sense that I'm still really easily overwhelmed, and organization is just not second nature to me. But I have learned skills and techniques that help me accomplish things anyway. And those are the things that I believe these episodes can pass on to you. So in the episodes that follow, I want to walk you through some different areas of my life that have been transformed over the past couple of years and show you just the steps that I took to make those things happen. I want to show you how this girl, who had all the time in the world and yet never seemed to be able to get anything done, became a woman who has very little available time and yet manages to do all the things that are truly important to her. So I'll talk about how to prioritize, since we can't actually do it all, not literally, focusing on one thing at a time, forming the discipline to be intentional with blocks of time, and go over a few specific practices that I've personally built. Practices like getting up early, involving those around me in positive ways, rewarding myself, letting things go, and the use of things like rest and flexibility. So what are you waiting for? Let's take some time in these next few episodes to look at our goals, see where we need to make adjustments, and forge ahead to create the lives that we want to live. And in the process, maybe we can learn a little bit about what it is that we truly find important. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this just short episode. Next time I'm going to be getting in a little bit again into some of the more specific practices that I've been able to implement and that I think might help encourage you, or even just springboard some ideas of your own to help accomplish more of the things that you actually want to. So again, thank you so much. I hope to see you next time as I begin to walk through some of the specific things that I think can really help you achieve your goals.